Hello, Kirsty Lane here, day 113 of Modified Keto. How are you? How are you doing? Hope that you're well. I am back on keto today after a few days rest, and it sometimes really helps your motivation to take a small break. And I suppose after a few months, the monotony just sort of gets to you, and I was feeling my motivation waning a bit. And just have a few days off, and all of a sudden I feel like I'm ready to get back into it again. So a break sometimes can be a very good thing. You just have to use it when you're feeling that you are at your lowest point, basically. And but what I did was I ate some not so healthy foods for a few days, and I felt a bit rubbish, and then I thought, oh yeah, I remember why I'm eating keto. I remember why I'm eating all this healthy food. I remember why I'm not drinking alcohol all the time. Yeah, because it makes me feel good. Yeah, and then you feel so good that when you don't feel great, you really notice the difference. All right, so like for example, I hope that over the past few months you have been feeling great on keto. I hope that you have been feeling great. If you've not been feeling great, keto is not for you. Different ways of eating work for different people. For some people, they really thrive off carbohydrates, and some people do not. So I have been feeling fantastic, really good. And as soon as you go off what you're doing, you start doing something different, and then you just don't feel sharp in your mind, you don't feel good in your body, you don't feel energetic, you just feel a step down from when you normally are. You really notice, and that gives you the motivation to push on again. But it's all about listening to your body, and I'm so glad I had the break as well, because I just needed it. I just needed a break, because sometimes these things can get monotonous, and sometimes you just need a break, and that is absolutely fine. Okay, I'm going to say this once, I say this 1,000 times. This is not a punishment. This is meant to be making you feel good, both mentally and physically, all right? And sometimes you just can't stick to the strict rules all the time. You have to listen to your body and what it's telling you. And sometimes a short break is absolutely what you need, okay? Yesterday, I was... I had 2 small glasses of wine, and then my parents said, oh, do you want some port? And I knew if I had the 3rd drink, then I would feel a bit rubbish today. I knew that, because 2 tends to be my limit, and then the next day I can feel it after 2. So I thought to myself, instead of having the port, I'll have some chocolate. But I'd already eaten quite a lot that day, and that chocolate gave me a stomachache. I swapped the feeling rubbish for... the next day for a bit of a stomachache. But it's so bizarre, because I used to eat loads and loads of rubbishy food and feel absolutely fine for it. And what happens is when your body starts getting used to good food, then as soon as you put in some rubbish food, your body just protests. And I've seen this before. My first ever health kick, when I was 21 years old, I went on a health kick. I lost loads of weight and I felt great. And then I went travelling around South America for 6 months on a bus, and just ate and drank loads of junk food. A lot of the food was prepared for me, and anyway, I just let myself go. And I remember once eating this burger, which... 6 months previously would not have caused me any issues. And I was physically sick, made me throw up, because my body was just used to healthy food. And then when you put something in it that is not healthy, it thinks it's poison, thinks it's toxic, and it just protests. So don't be surprised when you eat healthy food a lot, that when you start eating unhealthy food again, it makes you feel terrible. But in a way, it's kind of good, because it motivates me anyway to not eat it again. Because all I want to do is feel good, and that's what I want for you too. So very happy I took the break, because I just was a bit drained and just needed it. But now I'm just really happy to get back on the straight and narrow again and feel fantastic again. And I want that for you too. Like and subscribe.